Hey, everybody. If you are new to the podcast, welcome. If you've been here for a few episodes, hello there. My name is Grant, and I do this podcast because I want to bring you a little bit of joy. And we just kind of talk a little bit about just a couple of things that are on my mind, which at the moment, I'm sure that doesn't sound that entertaining, but if you'll stick with me, I think you'll get into the We're Just People flow and you'll enjoy your time. This is a time to kind of sit back and relax and realize that we're just people. Okay, that's what this is about. Just sitting back and understanding that we're people. And, you know, sometimes we pick our nose when others aren't watching. Did you ever eat your boogers? Because if you did, that's okay. No shame. But don't do that. But we're just people. And that's what this is about. Relax, hang out for just a little bit. And I promise you, we'll have a good time. Because, you know, there's sometimes in life that you have people around you and the stresses are kind of high. And you know, what you really want to say is to everybody, you're like, hey, you know, I thought that we could be civil. And then you may be like, you may look at a girl, maybe a girlfriend, you might say something like, girls just expect way too much out of guys. And then the big line where you really drive it home is, hey, listen, you're just you. I'm just me. And
we're just people. 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 Talking with a free soul.
Shout out to Danae.
And dark chocolates.
Yes, welcome to another episode of We're Just People, episode number 28. So listen up. If you notice a little extra stress in my voice, or maybe a little bit of anxiety, you know what it is? It's that I'm all by myself in this room right now. This is the first time I've ever recorded without Sean. Now listen, Sean is still very much a critical part of this podcast, but it just so happened because of schedule that it couldn't work out and I had to record this on my own. So the anxiety and the stress that you were noticing from my voice is because I'm trying to make sure this thing records. And I'm not the tech savvy person of the group. So I am looking around at all these cables, praying to Jesus that they're plugged in. Yeah, I'm recording this video, and I will be honest, I'm not sure whether I pushed record before I came over here or not. But at this point, I ain't doing it again. If it's not recording, we just aren't having a video on this episode. But anyway, so I'm a little amped up about I hope it works. If it doesn't, we'll just re-record. But this is the first time, you know, I've been in a room alone talking out loud, really in any shape or form, in a long time. So I'm trying to figure out exactly where this thing is going to go. Because now I do have the help of, I've got a few sound clips that just to make me feel comfortable. And let me just say this episode might get a little strange. You know why? Because I'm in a room all by myself. Have you ever been in a room utterly alone and hit record? It's an odd feeling. I'm kind of wondering if anybody's watching right now. I know that you might be watching or you might be listening, but I mean like outside these windows. Because, you know, if you're watching, you'll notice I'm in a different space too. I'm out at my dad's ranch in Hinton, Oklahoma, and it's nighttime. I'm a little creeped out, but you know, it's okay though, because I feel that you're watching me and I feel that you're listening and I know you're there. So as long as you're there, I'm happy and everything's going to be okay. So I do have the help though. I did some, Sean is here in spirit, so we can say things like, hey, should we get this thing going?
Let's do it.
All right, buddy. Now, this thing got way more strange just when I played that. I thought it was a good idea, but when I just played it, I'm like interacting with a virtual Sean. He's not here, but is it okay that I do this with you, Sean?
No.
This is going to get so weird. You know what? What if I just stayed here and kept adding sound clips of other people that I could interact with? And does that sound a little weird?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, wow. I can't do that anymore. This is tripping me out. It's tripping me out because he's not here, but I feel like he's here, and it's making me feel strange. But you know what? We're just people. And this is what we do. We're strange sometimes. You ever feel strange? You ever wake up and maybe go to your job or go to your school and just think, I'm not sure that I belong here because I don't have on the khakis like they do, or I'm not wearing the cool skinny jeans like they are, and you might feel a little strange. You know, you might be the cargo shorts in the winter kind of guy, and you're walking around and you've got your hoodie on with the cargo shorts and maybe some flip-flops, but you're around, skinny jeans and leather jackets, and I don't know if I belong here, and you might feel a little strange. Well, listen, that's why this podcast is titled We're Just People, because you get to be strange. You get to wear cargo shorts and let your shorts hold all your things so you can focus on being social. You work on your social skills and let your shorts hold the extra things that you have, like pens or erasers or fidget spinners or those type of things. So this is episode number 28, and again, like I said, if you don't know this, we're just going to hang for a second, but we have some new cities, and you know what I realized is that everything I have listed that I was supposed to read for this episode it's on my phone, and guess where my phone is? It's not here. But I pushed record. And if you think I'm going to redo this, well, you're dead wrong. And I'm sorry to call you wrong, but anyways, we have some new cities. Now, I thought that because I'm alone, I could use the help of some extra little music clips to just kind of add to the flavor, to make this not just a one-man show, but it's me and the digital you. That's for sure. But I have a couple things. But we have a couple new listener cities, and I might make these up because I don't have my notes. And this is my life. This is my life without people that are administrative to help me. Now, I know that sounds like a diva and all, but I've learned what I'm good at. And I've learned to focus on those things, and making sure I have notes for the things I was going to read on the show. It ain't one of my strengths. So I might make up some towns, but I know what I am going to do is I'm going to play this little ditty to help me get in the vibe of talking about our new city. So yes, we have a little folk band here set up, and we've got a couple new cities tuning in. One of which is, Hong Kong. Hong Kong is tuned into the podcast. And that's exciting because we've gone worldwide. And you know what? That's all I remember. All I remember is Hong Kong. No, there's someone there. Let me just say with some certainty, someone new from Texas tuned in, from a city that you can honestly choose any word, and it's a city in Texas. So they tuned in. And also someone from Massachusetts, most likely a new city from Massachusetts is tuned in. There was about 8 new cities, but they're on my notes. So how are you doing? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? It's just you and me. This is like an intimate thing, Typically I've got a couple people in the room, and it's a little bit of an audience thing, but it's just you and me. So what are you up to right now? I really, I of course assume that, you're maybe, getting ready for the day or on your drive to work. Well, If you're driving, hey, would you do me a favor and pay attention to the speed? You know why? Because the other day I got a ticket for the first time in a long time, maybe a decade, and this cop was hiding out in the trees, and that frustrates me when they hide. But anyways, I got a ticket, and my life's awesome. I'm alone in a room recording this podcast, and I got a ticket, but we're just people. And that's what I love about this podcast is we can be that. So now I'm almost certain that I will not even air the things I'm saying at this moment, but just in case, I'm going to keep on talking. So, oh my goodness. I hope you have you've had a decent day, or if you are about to begin your day, I hope it's pretty good. We got some hotline calls, some people that have called in and left their thoughts, and I want to get to those. Let's get to one real quick, and then I've got a couple things to talk about. Does that sound like a good idea, Mr. Sean?
Let's do it.
Okay, that's the last time I'll ever do that in my entire life. So let's listen to, we got a call from TJ from Arkansas. What's up, TJ?
Hey guys, it's TJ Dunn calling back again from Whitehall, Arkansas. And
what's up, TJ? Whitehall, Arkansas. That ain't a new city, but y'all are faithful. And way too many buttons, way too many cords, way too many things that are plugging in, lights that are flickering, sound waves that are moving. And I don't know if someone's standing behind me in these windows. So I got a lot going through my head, but I'm focused on you, TJ. Let's hear what you have to say.
I just wanted to call and talk to you guys for a couple of minutes.
Yes.
It's been a while since I've called in last. And I saw on your Instagram story that y'all needed some more callers.
Oh, yeah, we were
So
desperate.
I called in to talk about my We're Just People moment.
Yes.
And my We're Just People moment was actually, the last time I called in. When I called in, I was talking and I used the word thanks. Now, I don't usually use the word thanks. I usually say things.
I remember the Arkansas accent came out and you said, thanks. I got some things to talk about. Now, I don't know what you're about to say about that, but that was an endearing moment. I love a good Southern accent. Okay, I'm from Oklahoma. We like to tell ourselves that in Oklahoma City, we don't really have an accent, but I'm sure that I talk a little slow. I got a little bit of a drawl, but when you said thanks, you lit up this podcast, TJ, because you brought some flavor, but I want to hear what you have to say. So what's up?
Like a normal human being with proper English. So I just called in, set the record straight. I'm not a crazy person who talks weird. I talk normal. I say things, say things, and I just want to apologize for that.
No apology needed. It's endearing being a little Southern belle, little TJ. People assume if you say things, hey, I got some things to talk about. My immediate assumption of you is that you're a kind person, that you're going to be considerate, that you're going to take when you say things instead of things. If you say, hey, I got some things I feel like you're going to share your things and then you're going to hear me because you aren't in a rush. And you want to hear some things from me and I'll hear some things from you. So don't be afraid of that because I think it makes you approachable. And I also assume that you can cook well. No, or I assume that your mama can cook well. If you say things, and that's in your vocabulary, your mama is a good cook. So you got a lot going for you, so you don't need to apologize for that. Just do your thing. But there's some more to this call, so let me hear it.
You know what? I'm not going to apologize for that. That's dumb.
See?
I mean, because you guys talk like you do. I talk like I do.
Right.
And at the end of the day,
We're just people.
Oh, yeah, baby.
we're just people.
Sing that.
We're just people.
I hear some laughter in the back, having a family moment. I love it.
People talking with a free soul.
Beautiful voice, by the way.
in the chocolate.
That made my heart so happy. TJ, now keep saying things and keep singing like that, please. We're just people. That is beautiful. Don't ever change it. You're going to sing to your kids at night, and you're going to be saying, we're just star, the star song. Why can't I think of it? It's the star. Anyways, am I a crazy person? No, I'm not a crazy person, but I can't remember the song. But you're going to sing to your kids, and we're just people, and they're going to love it. So I love that you are singing that song. There's a little bit more. What's up?
So yeah, we're just people.
Exactly.
So I'm really worried about it. But before I leave you guys, I wanted to share one final thought.
Come on.
And so y'all know soap, right? You know soap. I know soap. Your mom loves soap. Or knows soap. That's what I meant to say. We all know soap. It's a very slippery substance.
Yes.
We put it on slip and slides to make us go faster, or just lie on tarps just to make us slip and fall.
My first thought would be it's what we put on our body. But, if you say things, your first thought might be it's what we use for slip and slides, which is great. I love it.
And I just thought the other day, what if soap doesn't necessarily clean things, right? What if instead of cleaning things, it just makes the thing the dirt is on,
you said thing,
so slippery the dirt just slips right off? I mean, I guess that would inadvertently clean the thing the dirt was on, but just something to think about. Most soap doesn't really clean; it just makes stuff so slippery the dirt slides, sloops, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
The dirt just slides right off. So think about that next time you use soap. And until next time, guys, thank you for all you do. Podcast is awesome. Bye.
Oh, TJ. I don't know whether soap makes us sloop or slip or, all those things you were saying, but I love that. I love the way people think. And I love when you think, you think in a way that would make others, think about things differently. Like I never thought about soap as the main, use of soap is to make things slippery, but who knows? I will say that you included a record number of things in that call, but I love you, TJ. And I know you're a faithful listener, and shout out to TJ. TJ, I'm going to give you, here's what we're going to do. I have a little clip on here, and it's just a random sound clip I pulled, some audio, and it's titled Motivation. And I'm going to give you some motivation, TJ. And I don't know what to expect with this audio, but I'm going to go with it. And I'm assuming it's going to be motivating. And you know what? This is for the whole state of Arkansas. Let's see what this is. Wow. Blew our ears out, but you can do it, TJ. Shout out for Arkansas. Razorbacks. I don't even have any words coming to my head because this song is just getting me pumped. I feel like the whole state is just kind of feeling it. You're moving, and I sense great things for Arkansas, for TJ. TJ, you're awesome, and thanks for listening to our podcast. Tackle those things in your life, and you are greater than what's trying to take you down, because I don't know, man, I want to go to the gym and lift some weights. That little sound clip was incredible. Wow. Who am I? Hey, the other day, we upload this stuff to YouTube, and the other day, one of our videos, we typically get, some people that will comment and some views on it, but the other day, we got our very first thumbs down. And when I saw it, my first thought was, Who is it? Sean, figure out the data, get in there, get the IP address, and let's figure out who this is. My second thought was, let's celebrate. We got a thumbs down. We have the thumbs down champ. You're the first. I don't know who you are, anonymous thumbs down person. But congratulations. See, we're going to spin this to be a segment. So if you want to make yourself known to be the thumbs down champ, I'll put a little picture of a thumbs down, put your name by it, and say, the thumbs down champ. I never really, when I look at YouTube videos, it never crosses my mind to click a thumbs down. What's got to be going through your head to do the thumbs down? Now, if you're a person that you frequent the thumbs down button, I'm not trying to get on to you. I'm just exploring what it would feel like to click thumbs down on a video. I think I feel maybe I'm a little too soft because I know that people put the time into the video and all that kind of stuff. So my version of thumbs down is just exit. That's what I just exit. But a thumbs down, that's like I need to let you know that I didn't appreciate this video. Now that it happened to our video, I've done a full circle. I think that the thumbs down is like a trophy. I can't wait to get more of them. I don't even know what it would do to the algorithm, but what if this video right here? Hey, I don't know if I should say this. No thumbs up. Everybody thumbs down. Nobody do thumbs up. Not one. Let's get like 30 thumbs down. What does that do to our videos? It doesn't matter. Because we only got like 160 subscribers anyways. So let's see what happens. Let's see if it gets seen more or what. Everybody thumbs down. Let's make this something cool. It's the thumbs down revolution. Thumbs down means good job from now on. So let's see what we can do with this video. But, I might print out the screenshot of that and put it up there. I thought that was pretty funny and made us feel like a legit podcast YouTube channel because I welcome a good thumbs down every once in a while, but let's see what happens. Let's put the thumbs down on this video. But hey, if you're listening on our Apple Podcast or any podcast platform, don't you dare be thinking, the way that I can do a thumbs down on my platform is rate you 1 star. Now, don't do that. That's where I draw the line because the audio podcast, those ratings are very important. So go 5-star, leave a review. It would be extremely helpful. And so let's not interpret that way. But let's see here. What else? We have a, if you haven't left a review on Apple Podcasts, please do that. We have a couple new reviews and I was going to read them. I really was. And guess what they're on? They're on the notes section of my phone. And I don't have my phone. So the review said something like, I love it. You guys are awesome. Keep it going. Something like that. That's the general, I think, feedback. And if you would also be so kind to hop on a platform called Podchaser and leave a review there and rate us there. And we were trending on Podchaser for actually a few days, several days in a row. And so if you leave that stuff, we're trending. And let me just say something. I sang the song Podchaser. They retweeted the song that me and Kay did, and they pinned it to their profile. Podchaser did. We got a special thing. We got a special thing with Podchaser. Now I'm going to tell you a secret. I got a swag bag coming in the mail from Podchaser. Can you believe this? I can't. So I don't know what's in the swag bag, but I might be rolling up with some Podchaser stickers on my shirt or maybe a shirt. I don't really know, but I don't know if that qualifies as our first sponsorship, but I'll take it. And I really appreciate the guys over at Podchaser. And also Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Stitcher, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, which we're not on, and, all the other ones, CastBox, which, by the way, since Podchaser has, given us a little bit of love on Twitter, I'll say that CastBox has taken notice, and they've liked some of our tweets. And here's what I would say is that I think we can work this. I think we can be cool with Podchaser and cool with CastBox. I think that can happen. We broke up with iHeartRadio in order to embrace Podchaser and all of its robust features. But I think we can have a friendship, like a triangle of love type of thing with Podchaser and CastBox. So CastBox, shout out, baby. I like your app, and you got great features too. Different types, which is great, but let's come into this, let's love each other. Let's make this a big family. So, man, that was maybe the most strange segment I've ever had. Actually, no, not at all, by far. But, okay, we have a couple other things. I don't know what you're feeling right now. Even as you listen to this, I love, part of this podcast, I feel like it's, what we do is we bring consistent, lighthearted energy, consistent, lighthearted, with a little bit of encouragement. And that's important to me, because I want you all to be able to depend on, if you need a little bit of that breath of fresh air, that a little bit of that lighthearted stuff, because life is so heavy sometimes. And you know what it is? It's because a lot of times we live our whole life in our head. And you know that most of life exists outside of your mind. Like, there are things to do, people to talk to, the world outside. That's why it's so good to get outside, take a walk, climb a tree, build a fort, dig a hole. Did you ever dig a hole as a kid, like at the beach? And I dug a hole one time, and someone told me this. So, you're going to dig a hole so deep, you're going to reach China. And I really believed it. And I was digging, and I was hoping to see some Chinese people, but it didn't happen. But dig a hole, or, throw a Frisbee, walk a dog, cut the grass, pour some concrete, write with chalk on the concrete. I don't know, but get outside, because the world exists outside of your head. And sometimes we have to do things with our hands. We have to smell things, or taste things, or feel things, like in a way that is tactile, and it takes life outside of our head, and it brings it to the physical nature of things that are around us. Because sometimes we got to get out of our head and give ourselves a break. And I hope that this podcast gives you a little bit of a break, brings some of that lighthearted, positive energy. And here's what we're going to do. It feels like I have this plan, but I don't. But I do have another little audio clip that I just grabbed, and all that I know is it's some type of piano. So I'm going to play this, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm either going to sing, or I might just tell a story. I might tell a story, like a fiction story. So let's play this and see what vibe happens, and then let's just see. So here it is. Doesn't that feel nice? Ah, there she was, driving to work, thinking about her day, stressed out, running through the task list, making sure she uses her turn signals, thinking about her life, comes up to a stop sign. Oh, but you know what the world just did? The world just provided a stray puppy. And at the stop sign, she looks and sees the stray dog. And in the middle of the stress and all the chaos and thinking about what she's got to do, it all parted. And there was a little puppy, and immediately the name came to her that was Sparkle. And the cloud lifted, and she saw Sparkle, and she said, I want that puppy. She parks her car, she gets out, picks him up, holds him at a distance because he might have rabies. She realizes it's a he and that she named him Sparkle, but she says it doesn't matter because we're just people, but you're just a dog. But now I love you forever. Be my puppy, and I'll be your person. The end. I'm not going to lie, that made me feel better. I don't even know who that was for. It was for me. So, find a puppy. Name it Sparkle. Love it forever. It'll love you back. I will say that I think that this has been the best episode ever recorded. Oh my goodness, I want Sean back so bad. But I hope you've enjoyed this random tangent and this time where we identify that we're just people and that beautiful little story. And I got one more, so I'll just leave you with this. You're going to be all right. I feel like you're on a skateboard. You know what I'm saying? And you just caught a little wind and you're gliding and you're somewhere where there's hills and you're finally headed downhill. You're like, thank God, I got the wind on my back. My hair's flowing just right. And you see the sun. You say, you know what? I think this day is going to be good. You scoot on your skateboard. You pop a little ollie. And you look at the sun. And you think just for a second, it's been a while, but you know what? I think life is beautiful. Oh my goodness. I love you guys. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I know that I love you, and I hope this brings you a little joy. Until next time.